Just for some context before you continue on with this video, I have seen The Florida Project, I've seen Red Rocket, and both those movies, I can appreciate them, but I am not a fan of those. So going into Anora, I was hoping this director will bring us something different. He definitely does. It's better than those two movies, but by no means is this a masterpiece. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Mike. If you're brand new here, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of dislikes and hate in the comments section, but guys, this is just my own personal opinion. I'm not telling you to feel like this, I'm not telling you to skip this movie or anything whatsoever, but I am not following the crowd and just going to give this a positive review for the sake of it, because unfortunately I was not the biggest fan of Anora. However, with all of that said, as I mentioned, it's written and directed by Sean Baker. We've got Mikey Madison in the lead to titular role as Annie, or Anora. We've also got Mark Eydelshteyn, who plays Ivan, of Anya, who is the love interest. And basically, with Annie, she is an adult worker, and during her work, she comes across Ivan. Those two form a connection. But however, when Ivan's Russian parents find out about this, they're going to set a path to come over to America to break up this relationship. It is a little bit more than that, but I don't want to go into spoilers if you guys haven't seen this at this moment in time. Okay, so what did I actually like about Anora? Okay, so Mikey Madison is the hype and talk of the town with this movie. Does she deserve that acclaim? Yeah, I think she's actually really good. I've seen this actress in other projects before, like Scream and a few other little movies and like TV episodes here and there, and she's always been a good actress. I definitely think she gets to explore a different side and give us more range to her acting capabilities, and I can always appreciate an actor or actress who gets that opportunity and can definitely showcase what they can do. And I do think that she is going to be an actress going forward that people are going to look out for. I do think for most part the movie is shot really well. I do like the aspect that it feels raw, it feels tangible, it also feels grimy and dirty in aspects also, but it doesn't shy away from any of that. It's going to give you zoom close-ups, it's going to give you moments where you feel like you're a third person in this room watching what is going on in the screen and not just a cinema audience member. So for Sean Baker to bring people into that world, again, I can only applaud for what he's able to achieve. This is about a 2 hour and 20 minute runtime. I would say for most part I was intrigued where the story was going to go. I wasn't fully gripped or enticed into this world and, you know, sitting on the edge of my seat like this and wondering, okay, well, you know, what is going to happen next? I can't wait, I'm loving every moment I'm seeing. I wasn't like that, but I definitely was curious as to how these three act structures were going to play out. I think the supporting cast also do a really good job. Like, no one's bad here whatsoever, no one gives a terrible performance. Everyone's convincing in what they do, and this is going to be a story that I think is going to be massively appreciated for fans of Sean Baker and also people who love art house cinema. I think they're going to be, you know, tailored towards this one. I think people are going to go out and pick up the Blu-ray or the 4K copy of Anora, and I think this is going to be one, a little bit like an Oppenheimer to an extent, where people are going to rewatch this time and time again, and I can easily see this being a number one on people's favourite movies of the year. However, it is not going to be for me, and this is where I want to go into some negatives and why it is not a masterpiece in my personal opinion. Okay, so I mentioned before about the runtime being about 2 hours and 20 minutes. I think it oversteps its runtime just that little bit. I think this could have easily been a 2 hour movie because certain scenes feel like rinse and repeat. We are getting the same thing, it continues to do it again, maybe with a slight different variation, and I just don't think that was really needed. I feel the pacing could have been a little bit more better in terms of having it more tense for me to be feeling for these characters, for me to be really thinking of Annie in these moments in her life and what she's experiencing and really wanting to be on her side 100%. I didn't get those emotions, so that is kind of negative number one. Number two, this romance with her and Ivan, I appreciate it's not really supposed to be a full-on fledged romance in terms of you know, like the movie dedicates an hour and a half to it to really build up and sell you on this romance that they're having. But I did want more, and I feel as in like runtime of 2 hours and 20 minutes, it should have really given us that. And there's a part where Ivan's off the screen for some time. I'm not going to tell you why or give any more context to that. I understand why, but again, it does not help with that romance element, which is fundamentally what this movie is working on in terms of our character Annie. So I feel like the movie suffers in that department as well. And the third and final negative, which a lot of people are absolutely loving this ending and they're saying it's absolutely devastating. And yes, don't get me wrong, it is definitely a turbulent ending. And there was parts of it I was like, wow, okay, we're really, you know, doing this, right? So there was parts of the ending I liked, but on the other hand, there is a part to it I was not a fan of. I think this could have been done slightly better with that ending to make it more impactful for me than it actually was portrayed on the screen. And that is ultimately my thoughts on Anora. What would I give this as a score out of 5 stars? Well, I'm going to be honest, I'm more between a 2.5 to a 3 stars out of 5. The reason I give that rating is, for me, anything that is 3 stars or above, I would rewatch. This one, I would maybe rewatch in the future, but I'm not in any rush to do so. That's why I'm going to give it between a 2.5 and a 3. But hey, what do you guys think about Anora? Let me know down below in the comment section if you've seen this one or if you're looking forward to checking this one out. Also, if you don't know, I do have a Patreon. It is only £2 per month. You can sign up using the link down below. Big thanks to all these awesome legends who help support the channel. In the meantime, if you haven't seen these videos of mine, have a bit of a deep dive, check those out. Till next time, I'll see you guys. I'll be seeing you later.